Hey guys, it's Dave Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, Libsyn, etc. podcast where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. I'm talking to you today about what's going on in the Adventure Group. For those of you that don't know, my online course, it's like a full day, 9.5 hour video module course, has a follow-up program, which is the Business Buyer Adventure group coaching program. And basically the way that the group works is that there's an online Facebook group where people can share things and talk to each other. And we do 2 live Q&A calls every month where people from all over can call in, talk about the deals that they're working on, talk about their challenges and issues, and get coaching from me, but also learn from each other, from what's going on in each other's deals. So for example, we have one member who's been negotiating for the last, as actually started before Christmas, been negotiating with a seller, been going back and forth, and now basically has arrived at the end where it's either kind of a take it or leave it kind of thing. And all the other members of the group have been able to watch as this negotiation has evolved over the course of the last few weeks. Another member who's in the group has started to reach out using some of the tactics that we teach in the program to find business sellers who have not yet listed their business for sale with a business broker. And so he's having some conversations with some of those people. And here's an interesting thing is I actually had a phone call the other day from someone who had purchased one of my online programs who has been eagerly pursuing the purchase of a business. And this fellow found someone to hire to help him go and find a business and has spent thousands of dollars basically working on outreach campaigns with this buy-side representative. And a lot of the stuff that he's been doing or that representative has been doing with him are things that we teach and talk about in Business Buyer Adventure. So it really does represent a great value. And, I always say that the members of the group are smart enough to use the Postal Service on their own. So if you're interested and motivated in actually buying a business, come and join us. The way that it works is that when you sign up, you go through a series of self-study modules called The Next Step, which gets you up to speed with the rest of the people that are already in the group. While you're doing that, you can join in and try to catch up on the conversation. So all those adventure calls, for instance, are recorded and they're put into the group so that new members can listen to them and learn from things that have been happening in the past. And there's almost a year's worth of those recordings in there now. One of the other neat features of the group is expert guest content. So for example, before Christmas, I had a guest speaker in that was talking about owner mindset in small business management. And then I had Paul, who has been a Leadership Management International franchisee for several decades, come in and talk about goal setting. That was the January recording. For February, I had a fellow come in, Mike Finger, who has actually, he started a business and he sold it, and then he bought 2 other businesses with the intention of flipping. And he came in and talked with us about seller mindset and some of the things that maybe buyers don't think about when they're dealing with sellers, and how different the mindset can be for a seller who started a business versus somebody who bought one and now intends to resell. And so that's kind of some of the special content that people in the group have access to. For March, I've got a really neat guest, someone who's been in the world of direct response email marketing for a really long time. His name is Ben Settle, and I posed him the question, Ben, what if we buy a business that has a lot of customer contact emails, but the business isn't doing anything as far as email marketing? Could this in fact be an asset that we could find within a business that isn't currently being monetized? Could it really be something valuable within the business that we could develop? And his answer was pretty interesting, actually. To learn more about Business Buyer Adventure, go over to businessbuyeradvantage.com, and you can actually see the different steps that I have in my business buyer program. So there's education, then training, then coaching, and then one-on-one work if you want. And it really is a tremendous value. If you are going to push yourself and make this happen for yourself, you need a resource where you can go to ask questions, to find out if you're going in the right direction, just to give feedback on what you're doing, and as well to hold yourself accountable. That's one of the components of the program. Is every month we do a Hunt Club call where people set up their goals of what they're going to do this month in order to move themselves forward towards this goal of buying a business. Thanks, guys. If you haven't already, if you're a YouTube viewer or a SoundCloud listener or on any other audio platform, head on over to davidcbarnettlist.com or go to the blog site and just scroll down. You'll find it here on the left-hand side. There's a sign-up page where you can join the email list. And really, being on the email list gives you access to everything before everyone else. It's where all the special offers, deals, etc. are made. And with that, we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.